guys, welcome back. My name is Sangeeta Mehta and you're watching my channel, My English Magazine. Direct and indirect speeches rules. Rules for converting direct into indirect speech. Rule first. Direct to indirect speech conversion reporting verb. When the reporting verb of direct speech is in past tense, then all the present tenses are changed to the corresponding past tense. In indirect speech, direct to indirect speech examples: direct, she said I am happy. Indirect, she said that she was happy. In indirect speech, tenses do not change. The word used within the quotes talk of a habitual action or a universal truth. Direct to indirect speech examples: direct, he said we cannot live without air. Indirect, he said that we cannot live without air. The tenses of direct speech do not change if the reporting is in the future tense, reporting verb is in the future tense or present tense. Direct to indirect speech examples: direct, she says will say I am going. Indirect, she says will say she is going. Rule 2. Direct speech, indirect speech conversion, present tense. Present perfect changes to past perfect. Direct to indirect speech examples: direct, I have been to Boston. She told me. Indirect, she told me that she had been to Boston. Present continuous changes to past continuous. Direct to indirect speech example: direct, I am playing the guitar. She explained. Indirect, she explained that she was playing the guitar. Present perfect changes to past perfect. Direct to indirect speech examples: direct, he said she has finished her homework. Indirect, he said that she had finished her homework. Simple present changes to simple past. Direct to indirect changes to simple past. Direct to indirect speech example: direct, I am unwell, she said. Indirect, she said that she was unwell. Direct speech to indirect speech conversion, past tense and future tense. Simple past changes to past perfect. Direct to indirect speech examples: direct, she said Irwin arrived on Sunday. Indirect, she said that Irwin had arrived on Sunday. Past continuous changes to past perfect continuous. Direct to indirect speech example: direct, we were playing basketball. They told me. Indirect, they told me that they had been playing basketball. Future changes to present conditional. Direct to indirect speech example: direct, she said I will be in Scotland tomorrow. Indirect, she said that she would be in Scotland the next day. Future continuous changes to conditional continuous. Direct to indirect speech examples: he said I will be disposing of the old computer next today. Indirect, he said that he would be disposing of the old computer the following Tuesday. To is the verbal ability section. It is important to have a clear conceptual knowledge of direct and indirect speech, that usage and applications in English language. Therefore, candidates can go though the video direct and indirect speech rules in English language. Now, Direct to indirect speech conversion interrogative sentence. No conjunction is used. If a sentence is indirect speech begins with a question what, when, where. As the question word itself acts as a joining clause. Direct to indirect speech example direct. Where do you live? Asked the boy. Indirect. The boy inquired where I lived. If a direct speech sentence begins with an auxiliary verb, helping verb, the joining clause should be if or whether. Direct to indirect speech example direct she said, will you come for the party? Indirect she asked whether we would come to the party. Reporting verbs such as said to, changes to, inquired, asked or demanded. Direct to indirect speech. Well done. You are very good student. Direct he sold to me. What are you wearing, Pankaj? Indirect. He asked me what I was wearing. Candidates can also check the links given below to understand the concept of word formation. In English, ask and to learn. The commas. Yes, students, what's happened? Yes, keep quiet. Direct speech to indirect changes in models. While changing direct speech to indirect speech, the models used in the sentences change like can becomes could, may becomes might, must becomes had to, would have to. Check the examples. Direct, she said she can dance. Indirect, she said that she could dance. Direct, she said, I may buy a dress. Indirect, she said that she might buy a dress. Direct, Rama said, I must complete the assignment. Indirect, Rama said that he had to complete the assignment. There are models that do not change could, would, should, might, ought to. Direct, she said, I should clean the house. Indirect, she said that she should clean the house. Yes, roll number. Next, direct speech to indirect speech conversion pronouns. The first person indirect speech changes as per the subject of the speech. Direct speech to indirect speech examples. Direct, he said, I am in class 12th. Indirect, he says that he was in class 12th. The second person of direct speech changes as per the object of reporting speech. Direct speech to indirect speech examples. Okay, students, I continue my direct and indirect speech in my another video. This is the rule number 6. Okay, thank you very much. You're watching my channel, My English Magazine.